Force and Black Star Orbital and space ports. And he talked about not just Sierra Vista and Cochise County, but Arizona being a big home for that. What is there a big economic future for that in Arizona, do you think?
Absolutely. So we are on the cutting edge of a lot of future technologies like semiconductors, electric vehicle manufacturing. Aerospace and defense has always been a big industry here. And so we are just working to capitalize on that. And especially with the interest in space and how we can we reintroduced the Space Commission to really leverage that and to ensure that Arizona stays at the forefront of that technology.
And are you privy at all to what's going on with the Space Force mission that potentially could come to Fort Huachuca? And is there any, do you think that's something that could be a realistic driver?
I think absolutely. I'm not fully briefed on the mission, no, but I think it is absolutely an opportunity for Arizona, and because we already have such a large aerospace and defense industry here.
And then another big economic driver appears to be data centers, although that is very controversial. We saw what happened with Project Blue in Tucson, and there's talk of it happening somewhere, maybe multiple places in Cochise County. Raises a lot of water concerns. What are your thoughts on data centers in general, and then in places like Cochise County?
Yeah, so several years ago, the state made a strategic decision to incentivize data centers and passed a significant tax incentive. That incentive has clearly worked because we're top 2 market in the world for data centers here. And I think there's places where they make sense. I think, as we've seen, these should be locally driven decisions. And in my State of the State, I called for a repeal of the tax incentive. This is something that has bipartisan support. We've seen Republican bills introduced to do that. So I'm looking forward to working to get that done to just ensure that this industry that is an important piece of the high-tech sector is not happening on the backs of Arizona taxpayers. But then also, you brought up the water concerns, that they are paying their fair share for water that they're using, water and power. And power is also a challenge, part of why I launched my Arizona Promise Energy Task Force to address that. But I proposed making sure that data centers are paying for their water use. At your home, you pay per water use, and data centers should be paying the same.
Okay, final question. You're in a very hotly contested governor's race this year. When it's all said and done, what will have been the issue, do you think, that decides winning and losing it?
I want to say, I'm not just saying this because it seems to be a bit of a buzzword, but affordability, it is top of mind when I talk to Arizonans. I've been focused on it from day one and I know there's a lot more to do to address affordability in the state, and I think that is what I continue to hear from folks across the state.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Governor Katie Hobbs, after yet another successful fireside chat. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks, yeah.